Alright, this is going to be another one of my videos where I look at Indigogo projects. This is going to be my third video. Doing something a little bit different now. I'm going to go through 4. I think 5 was just getting to be a little too much. And the videos were probably a little bit long, or I just wasn't trying to get through them quite as well, or as fast as I thought I could. So the first one I wanted to start off with was Alternaween, which is done by Comics that you see here. They're kind of a smaller group that they're trying to put out comics that are like $1.50 to $2. They actually use kind of a lower quality paper. I don't mean that as a bad thing. They use lower quality paper so that they can get the price down, so it's affordable for kids and adults alike. And I think what I'm going to do is just play this video here, and just you can kind of see what's going on.
Hey guys, this is Peter Simeti from Comics. I just want to thank you guys for taking a look at our campaign. The whole campaign's purpose is to help us expand our distribution into more stores. We're already in comic shops, newsstands, bookstores. We're looking to get into convenience stores, grocery stores, all kinds of places where comic books used to be. Now, we've got a couple rewards where this one's like,
I like the idea where
a $5 treat bag. You get a comic in there, you get a random.
Being a boomer here, I just wanted to stop it for a second. I think that's a good idea, trying to get comic books back into spots where people can actually see them, or kids can see them. You know, you don't see them like the old days where they're in drugstores or grocery stores and that sort of thing, or bookstores even. I just think it's a pretty good idea where he's trying to get that back to where consumers can grow up with comic books as opposed to just always having to find a comic book store. But let me just let Peter Smyst keep going here.
Comic, and you also get stickers and a pencil, and you get, let's see, where is it here? You get a little bit of Silly Putty, because our comics are on newsprint, and you can actually
let me stop
use
this
Silly
right
Putty.
here. When's the last time you ever played with Silly Putty, huh? I think that's kind of cool that he's putting a little bit of Silly Putty in there with it and everything, so you can, you know, like he's going to say, or if he might already said, is that, you know, usually, you know, kids haven't played with this before. I mean, when's the last time you saw some kids play with some Silly Putty and, like, pull up cartoons or something, or even like this, taking it off a comic book? So I'll let him go.
Putty on them. Maybe this will be the first time they've ever used Silly Putty on a comic book. We've also got hats and beanies available.
I like the beanie, actually. That looks
as
pretty
rewards. Cool. T-shirts and mugs and things like that too. If you want to combine rewards, you can do that. Make sure to just let us know what you'd like to combine. We've got a $100 bundle as well, which pretty much gets you one of everything. So you get a stack of the 50 comics, and you get a whole bunch of other rewards too. We're going to get these bundles out to you in time for Halloween, so rest assured you'll have these trick-or-treats available. I hope you consider backing what we're trying to do with expanded distribution, and I hope that you consider giving some comics away as trick-or-treats on Halloween. All right, thanks a lot for checking out the Alternaween campaign. Have a good night.
Okay, that was a pretty good video. Just kind of looking at this, let's just take a look at some of the perks that we got here. Main perk that I'm kind of looking at is going to be the $30 gets you a 50 comic bundles. So it's going to be kind of like a big mix of different comic books, some for kids, some for adults. I help out with a comic book club that meets like every month down at the local library in our town, and you know, I think this would be perfect for us. I would love to see us get like 50 comic books, and then everybody can get like 2 or 3 comics maybe, and read through and find out, kind of, you know, just start a conversation about comic books, and, you know, kind of what we like that they're putting out, and maybe we'll kind of spur some people to keep picking up some other alternative comics or alternate comics, and maybe they'll go to our local comic store and start putting them on their pull list and everything. So let's see, going on here, $5 gets you a treat bag. That gets you that silly putty, treat bag, stickers, random all age comics, magic artist pencil. Then they get a mug. You can become part of their mug club or something there. You can get an alternate comics. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, I'm kind of looking at this alternate comics beanie. I kind of like to get that. Winter's kind of around the corner, so that might be one to pick up. And they got a T-shirt you can pick up for $20. You could get a assorted horror bundle if you just want to bypass everything and just get a bunch of good stuff for Halloween to read. That might be a good option. $45 will get you a shirt, cap, and beanie, so you can get all the headwear that you need. They got another one here for $100 comic bundle where it's $60. It's just, I suppose that makes it a little bit easier for him to send out just 100 comics, kind of their choosing to you. And then they got looks like they got 200 comic book bundle here. And it just kind of goes on here, and see some of the pictures here that he's added there. And I thought that was kind of funny that he does the skull there and everything in it. So no, this would be a definite one to pick up. Probably if you're doing this individually, I think you probably would want to go with the treat bag, or like us with the comic book club. I would like to see us maybe pick up this 50 comic bundle. I think all the kids and all the adults would get a big kick out of that. So again, this is called Happy Alternaween. You just got to go to Indigogo here at the top here and search for Happy Alternaween. I think they're actually showing up on the front page with comic books, so it's already met its goal here. So it's already fully funded at this point with 16 days to go. Well, before Halloween, I sent a message into him to see if I can't get a little bit more of a better idea when they're coming out, because our meeting's like on the 18th of that month, and I would just like to see if maybe we could arrange something just so we get it. I love to get these in the hands of some of the people in our group. I think they would get a kick out of them and like them. So anyway, let's move on to T-Bird and Throttle, which this one is kind of a newer one. They got about a month left, so I think they just started the last, Thursday or Friday of this week, I think. Kind of one of the first things that grabbed me is the artwork of this. It's got kind of that cartoon style. I kind of like this. Kind of reminds me of like old, kind of the DC, Batman. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But this one's got a video too. I think I'll play this one. I think it's a short one, so just take a look at this.
My name is Josh Howard, and I've been creating comics for 15 years. I'm best known for my indie horror series, Dead at 17, published by Image Comics.
T-Bird and Throttle is my passion project.
I never picked up that Dead at 17, so it might be something to check out. See if they might have one in some of the comic stores here. So let me go.
Inspired by the comics I grew up reading in the 80s and 90s. The story follows Mitchell Maddox, astronaut turned superhero who was granted incredible powers by a mysterious alien engine. Taking the name T-Bird, Maddox rose to fame as the heroic defender of Centennial City, until the day a terrible tragedy stripped him of everything. Now, 10 years later, Maddox sets out to revive his glory days as T-Bird, but the demons of his past may have other plans.
Looks pretty cool. All right. Alright, we'll just stop that there. So this one is T-Bird and Throttle, done by Josh Howard. Just looking through here. Again, I like the art with this, and let's just take a look at some of the covers here that he has. Again, love the art style. I don't know if it says it here, but I believe that these are going to be signed by the artist as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely pick that up. Yeah, the artwork in here just looks awesome. Ooh, eesh. All right. Oof. Anyway, let's go take a look at some of the perks that we got here. Oh, here's some of the different characters that designs here. That guy there almost looks like Ghost Rider. Anyway, let's see. Start out at $15. You get a T-Bird and throttle number 2. Well, I don't have 1, so I kind of want 1. Jerry Bird and throttle 1. If you just want that specifically, that's 15. That's going to be shipping as well, so it might be about $10 or so. And then for $30, you get T-Bird and throttle 1 and 2. I think I'm actually going to pick up this one here, unless I decide to push it up to $35, where you get the issues 0, 1, and 2, so you get 3 issues worth. T-Bird and throttle double pack, that's where you get 2 issues of everything. I guess if you got a friend and you want to go in and save some money on shipping and everything, that might be a good plan. All the books, bus commission, all the books and original art page. That's kind of nice. Oh wow, you get all the books plus a hand selected panel page of the original art from issues 0, 1, or 2, hand drawn and fully inked. If you really like this comic, this one might be a good one to pick up. $150 isn't that bad. Usually pages will cost you anywhere from, I don't know, 70, 100, even more, depending on which page that you're getting. So, see how many, 1 out of 15. So, still got a big opportunity to pick that up. All the books, splash page art, wow. All the books, issue 2 cover art, wow. Eesh. And one-of-a-kind cover edition. What is that? You get copy of number 1 with a unique one-of-a-kind cover. That's kind of neat. But, like I said, I think I'll kind of stick with around this like 30 or 35. I think that's probably about the sweet spot with this one. So, again, T-Bird and Throttle. I think I'll pick this one up. This looks like a pretty cool one. And it looks like he is at $2,970 with a month left, so he's got plenty of time. He's looking for $15,000, so he's got a ways to go, but I think this guy can do it. The art looks good. I hope he starts trending on the page or something and gets this kicked up so it comes out for everyone. So this might be one to kind of watch, but I think I'm going to put my money towards it this coming Friday when payday hits. So let's take a look at the next one we got here. We got Detective Dead, Crimson Moon. The artwork's kind of interesting. Let's just see what he says about the story here, since he's got a video. Ooh, this one's about 4 minutes.
I'm pretty certain you've all heard extraordinary stories. Whether they be heroes, villains, or just ordinary jokes, they're the type of stories that will always remain in your hearts. However, I can assure you that the story I'm going to tell you is like none you've ever heard.
A voice actor of Credulous is actually goodness himself.
Back. I remember it as if it were yesterday. The dark night sky glistening by the glow of the strange blood moon. It had an aurora similar to the northern lights of Alaska. My partner and I were riding in our flybird. Cool pigeon informed us about a meet between the Emerald Brotherhood and the Bloodline. We knew that whatever they were discussing, it was bad for the streets. The Bloodline was led by Glasses, an Abercrombie feller with big round cheeks. The guy knew it all, always thinking 10 steps ahead. Whatever illegal moves he made, they were always clean. He wasn't one to get his hands dirty. His rival, Gunny Rose, well, he was just ruthless, a gunso. Right. And no, I don't mean he liked men. I meant he was reckless. He'd kill you sipping on a pop while holding your kid's hand as she enjoyed her ice cream cone. Anyhow, so here we were surrounding the warehouse. You know, now that I remember, I had a gut feeling that things were gonna go well for us.
Which movie is that from?
My partner and I, and over a dozen of our brothers and sisters, raided the place. out onto the street. Bodies dropping, blood spilling, and lead clinging all over the ground. Everyone there. I should have kept my eyes on that greaseball. How could I forget this scumbag Gunny Rose? He got me good. I fired a few rounds at Kid 2 Brutas. I know I did because I remember their head smacking the pavement as I came down. Luckily, I only got one shoulder. Boy,
Well, if these
oh
guys
boy,
actually
did he go
say
down
this
pissing
in
the
the
hell
comic
out
book
of
as he
Joe.
does this video, it should
I
be
remember
pretty
him
good.
running in headstrong, lighting up the streets with his two favorite Roscoes, and man was he a hell of a shooter.
Oh, jeez.
Blam! One down.
Makes me want to go watch some
Blam.
gangster movies.
Suddenly, all I could hear was more. Hell, he cleaned up the streets pretty fast.
Okay.
However, an unfortunate thing happened. When Joel left my side at the hospital and returned home, he found Elizabeth, his daughter,
All right, I'm going to stop it there. Let me just read over the overview here. It says, after a deadly raid against some of the most notorious gangsters, Joel Anthony Scorn, Rusty Belt City Detective, should that be a Rust Belt City Detective? Heads home to only discover the lifeless bodies of a wife and daughter. Joel finds himself in the modern day chasing down the man responsible. As well as the gangster who died at the raid that night. Unfortunately, like Joel, these thugs gain unique abilities of their own. That's kind of interesting. Alright. Well, the artwork looks pretty good with that. Story the story is interesting. Alright, here's some more artwork. That looks pretty cool. Oh, I wonder who this guy is. This must be one of the gangsters, I imagine. That isn't Detective Dad. Anyway, the artwork looks pretty cool there. Story sounds pretty interesting as well. So let's take a look at what the perks are here. It looks like he is $7,855 towards his $10,000 goal. He's got half a month left. So he'll definitely meet this. I'm sure he'll meet that. Usually they get a big bump at the end of it as well. But let's just take a look, see what the perks are. $10 will get you a Detective Dead digital copy. No shipping for that. $20 will get you a Detective Dead bundle. What's that? Get one physical copy of the 132-page Detective Dead graphic novel. One digital copy. Ooh, nice. Let's see, estimated delivery, that's going to be April. Looks like most of those are what people are getting. Crime Watch, let's see, digital copy 2. Again, that's your friend one if you want to pick one up for a friend. And again, this has shipping on it if you want to save on shipping and the copy of it. They have a military support package. Let's see what... you can send something to the vets overseas. That's pretty cool. Vigilante package. Oh, you get a poster, digital copy, physical copy, thank you poster. Another military support package. Third grade detective. What's that? So, we'll get a bunch of copies and everything. Investor pack. Doesn't look like anybody picked that up. That's quite a few copies though. That's 10 copies. So unless they had like a comic book store or something picking up some. And then we got the second grade detective. Oof, and just... Oh, here we go. I always love these. What's this say? Okay, I guess you get to be drawn into it. Die as a bad henchman during the raid, so you get to be made into the comic book. That's always cool. 700, I don't know. I wonder if this one... No. So $700, that'll get you quite a few different copies, t-shirts, a little bit of everything here. Plus, you get to die as a henchman in the book. I've always wanted to be drawn into a comic book. That is like one of my top things. I don't know if the price, I'd rather have one just separate. I get a comic book and then I get drawn into it for, I don't know, like $300-400 or something. Anyway, let's see, then he goes up to some of these for like $1,200. Yeah, that's a little bit too rich for my blood, so I think probably the sweet spot here is going to be like the $20 detective bundle. So you can get a copy, and that looks like what most other people are getting. So that's going to be Detective Dead, Crimson Moon, so that's another one kind of look for. I think I'll probably either support this one maybe this coming week or maybe the next couple weeks during my next payday. So let's go to the last one that I got here. That's going to be kind of a cool one. This one's going to be Brutus the Badass. This is going to be done by Donald DeLay and Nasser Rabati. Right now they're at $11,220 by 330 backers. So this has already been funded, and they got 3 weeks to go on it. And here's a good copy, or a good picture of the copy. The first page that they got. It's going to be another one that looks like it delivers in April. Let's just see some more artwork here. Now, at first, I don't know. I didn't know if I really cared for this art style, but the more that I've been looking at kind of the work that's been coming out on it, it's kind of grown on me. So I'm definitely going to back this one as well. It's got a feel of like Lobo to me, and I think that'll kind of prove itself. It's kind of like a mix between Lobo and Elvis. Here's some of his other work that he got there. And let's see what they say here. Brutus Badass 1 is a 40-page action space comedy about a bounty hunter and his psychotic robot sidekick that thinks that he's human. So where's the sidekick? Oh, this guy here. All right. Let's see. With your help, this book will be an ongoing title for immature audiences. Let's take a look at some of the stretch goals they got here. 20,000 stretch goal, high quality professional colors and letter will be hired. 30,000 square binding. 40,000 will be a set of trading cards. That's kind of neat. Let's see, 50,000 stretch goal, 10 more story pages. That's pretty cool. Hopefully they'll get up to 50,000 pages or $50,000, because then that'll kind of add on to the content that you're already going to be picking up. But yeah, that looks kind of cool. If you like Lobo back in the 80s or 90s, I think this one would probably be one for you. Let's just take a look, see what his perks are here. Whoop, better follow that so I don't miss it. And let's take a look. We got $50. That gets you a book and a 6x9 drawing. Get a signed copy of the book with original 6x9 head drawing of Brutus. That's pretty cool. You get some original work for $50. Not bad. $8 will get you a digital copy of Brutus. $25 plus shipping. Get you Brutus the Badass. Estimated 2019. That looks like, again, the sweet spot that most people are picking up with 182 claims. $40 will get you 2 copies. So that's, again, if you got a friend you want to go in on, that's probably the way to go. $70 gets you a thank you page. You get a signed book, original 6x9 head drawing of Brutus, and your name on the dedicated thank you page. So not drawn in the comic, but you'll get your name in the comic, so that's kind of cool. Now here we go. We got $150 perk, 2 books and a likeness in the book. You get 2 signed books, and you'll be drawn into the background as a character. And that's kind of cool. 150. That's probably the most affordable one that I saw of like all the different Indiegogo projects that I've been looking at. So I don't know, what would I look like drawn as this? Well, not drawn as Brutus, but drawn in this sort of style. Would he give me like huge muscles? Would he draw me a really cool beard? Would he make me look far cooler than the 46-year-old boomer that I am? I don't know. Sounds cool. Anyway, $150. 8 claimed. I wonder how many there are. How many? What is this? Where's it going? Nope. That was a bad page to go to. I'll probably take that out. Let's see. Where the heck is that? Disappeared on me. So, God, will you quit going back up? So, Okay. It doesn't say how many. I guess he's just leaving that open for as many people that want to. Alright, well, this has been Brutus the Badass #1. So, sweet spot is probably going to be the $25 Brutus the Badass, unless you want to drop a cool $150. Get yourself drawn into it, which would be totally cool. Anyway, all these are on Indigogo, and just search by the different names that you see there. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you liked the video, make sure to check out my other Indigogo ones. They might have closed already on some of those other ones that you see, but some of them might still have their Indigogo store, which after they close this out, like the original 30 days or whatever, then it kind of slips into a store where they sell it until the point that the book goes to printing and everything. So that's when they cut it off. So again, if you like these videos, just hit subscribe, hit a likes up please if you like this, so I'll do more and other people can see it. And if you're subscribed, just make sure to hit the bell and you'll see when other videos come out. So again, thanks for watching. Bye.